Thank you for watching my channel. Please subscribe and like. Now back to the news. Rebel Wilson reveals in her new memoir that comedian and actor Mickey Gooch Jr. was her first sexual partner at age 35. Micks, I know this might be news to you if you are reading this, but yes, I lost my virginity to you, she writes to her How to Be Single co-star in Rebel Rising, via the Daily Mail. Wilson, now 44, later confirmed to the New York Times that Gooch was the first person to read her book, so he knows now. The Pitch Perfect star also writes that her weight struggles were part of the reason she waited so long to have sex, adding, as a big girl, no one would ever truly find me sexually attractive. She shares that her mother's breast cancer diagnosis motivated her to live in the moment. Life is short. I didn't want to live my life without experiencing sex. Experiencing love, she writes. I put it out into the universe that I was finally ready. I was going to feel the fear and just do it. I was going to slut it up with the next guy that came along who also seemed like a suitable marriage candidate. Wilson dated Gooch for a few months in 2015, and at the time they were seen acting very cozy and cuddly toward each other on a dinner date in Manhattan. The senior year star writes in her memoir that she felt comfortable sleeping with him a month into their relationship, so she flew him out then to stay with her at her Nick hotel room. In preparation for the big night, Wilson says, she watched porn and used a vibrator the night before. I'd imagine having sex and being intimate, and everything would always be in my head, she writes. Now I'm someone who lives much more in my body. And I'm loving it. Now I actually have a boyfriend and he's handsome and rich to boot. However, the former couple split in September 2015, with a source telling Us Weekly, it's been hard for him. They're still friends, so you never know if they might get back together. Reflecting on the loss of her virginity at a later age, Wilson now sees it as something positive. Not everybody has to lose their virginity as a teenager, the Isn't It Romantic star recently told People. People can wait till they're ready or wait till they're a bit more mature. You obviously don't have to wait until you're in your 30s like me, but you shouldn't feel pressure as a young person. In February 2023, Wilson confirmed she got engaged to jewelry designer Ramona Gruma. The Hustle star recently told People of further exploring her sexuality in her 40s. I just knew I was attracted to men, and that was the normal thing. I started opening myself up probably more after my father's death and realizing, oh, even though I'd seen marriage as a terrible thing and waste of time, I started opening myself up to that. And then only years later, meeting women and having feelings for a woman, I just think it's a sign of where society kind of was.